How's it going out there, Kitsap County? This is Josh Farley from the Kitsap Sun, and I'm walking down the middle of Pacific Avenue today on a normal Monday afternoon. It should be full of cars and life, but there's nothing going on because we're having record-setting snowfall here in Kitsap County, and I've got an entire beat blast just for you coming up after this, showing the fun that you had and the craziness that it caused. Stick around. Welcome back to this edition of the Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number one today, it was indeed a historic storm that hit us this weekend. Just how unprecedented it was depends on how you look at it.
February 2019 will go down as one of the snowiest months in Puget Sound history, according to the National Weather Service. The 9 inches of snow on Saturday are still eclipsed in a single-day record at 13.3 inches on February 13th, 1923. It looks like we could give the season from 1949 to 1950, when 38 inches fell, a run for its money. A storm after Christmas in 1996 led to more than 20 collapsed roofs, including the Albertsons and Kmart in East Bremerton. 5 people were also killed in that storm. The winters between 2006 and 2008 were particularly brutal, with snow, rain, and ice storms, and in 2010, a big winter blast even knocked out power at Harrison Medical Center. So how will February 2019 stack up? We'll find out when the month is over.
Story number 2. School districts burned through a fair amount of snow days this last week, and of course, school kids may have to make up some of those days at the end of the year. But how do districts come to the conclusion that they cancel school? Reporter Chris Henry looked into this aspect for this report.
None of the buses are running. No schools are open anywhere in Kitsap or North Mason.
We've got a good inch of hardpack on the roads right now. School buses are not front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. They're just rear. So putting chains on them does not help the situation very much, except to get a bus back to the bus barn. Safety's going to win out every time. It is. Is it safe to get to school? I mean, it's not just, it's students, it's community, it's teachers.
Well, what are you thinking about tomorrow?
I'll make a call to Carstier sometime early afternoon, and we'll see how much snowfall there is today, and then he'll make a decision.
Story number 3, the weather's getting a little bit warmer now, and we're going to start to see some of this snow melt. It's going to have to go somewhere, and its destination is Puget Sound. You could do a lot of good by helping the snow find its way by making sure your storm drain is clear out in your neighborhood.
People can kind of see if water's backing up behind berms and such. And if it is, you know, if you remember where your storm drain is, try to get the snow cleaned off of that so that the water can drain out.
Okay. Story number 4 today. The storm wreaked havoc, of course, on all of our area roads. Crews were only able to really keep plowed the main roads and put some sand down and salt. The side roads were just treacherous. But you do have to admit, it made for some pretty stunning views and some fun days for those young and those young at heart.
This is my first snowman I built.
Oh my gosh, that's a terrible idea.
And finally, what's on tap for your weekend? Sponsored by Silver City Brewery Taproom. Weather permitting, the 2nd annual Me Too Kitsap, a gathering of voices, will be held at 6 p.m. on Saturday night at the Cloverleaf in East Bremerton. The event is free and open to those under 21.
That's our show for this week. Thanks so much for watching the Beat Blast. Special thanks to our sponsors, and most of all, thanks to you who subscribe to the Kitsap Sun. We couldn't do this without you. Stay warm, and we'll see you next week.